I see Aries as the entire human organism, the I am of the presence of humanity. Humanity. It's Mars ruled, it's man, but really it's the physical fact of our being here. That's what Aries says, I am. And so, mentioning Aries, as well as all the cardinal signs, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, because of the Pluto in Capricorn, has been really going through hell. And with the nodes having moved from Taurus, Scorpio to Libra, Aries axis, it's not over. The massive amount of change that's going on. And see, when I say that, it's really hard to do astrology. I was just noticing it's hard to do it for me. It just doesn't have an impact, or it doesn't plug in until you start looking at how it affects you. Like if you know where your planets are and how, like what Mars is doing to you, what the Sun is doing, as far as the aspects right now. It's just a huge map of possibility. Includes, it's like the weather. It's like, well, you can surf these waves or you can avoid them. It depends on what's going on. We need to take care of ourselves. All of this is transcendable for sure, as far as how that, when you have achieved, like, total peace, say, like, you don't smell the asphalt, that, it's just not on your mind, that, well, the asphalt that they brought in, especially recently, is much more toxic than any other asphalt any other time, because that's just the time, the era we're in. Everything is weaponized and there to drag you down. I hate to say that, but it's a big industry. First of all, there's the Depop program, and they want to make. How did I just jump over to here? Gee, pardon me. War, babes. War against humanity. Not an unknown thing. And see, I've seen it up here in the mountains. Weird thing going on. I have yet to put together some kind of, I guess it would be a sad story with a glitch of hope, because I'm looking at a simple thing, but then, okay, so I have to continue on. All I can do is print up fact-oriented statements about asphalt, that it's a carcinogenic poison. But you see, the stuff, like I said, the stuff that they delivered recently, it's weaponry. It's tainted, it's geared to give you a headache, and it just, if you're super sensitive, you're going to notice it. It's sad because other people aren't that super sensitive. They're all living in their minds, and of course, yes, these mental cases, their minds control their bodies, which includes their senses, which just doesn't turn on to the fucking fact that this is fucking, if you actually just sit with it, I don't see how they can ignore the potential. Just, you can get a headache from inhaling the toxic fumes like that. It's just like, or you can get all kinds of things, babes. It's a carcinogen. That's why I'm still fussing about it. See, I told you about the snowblower thing, that he's gonna and so I'm preparing on writing some notes. Here it comes, new moon in Gemini, and that it involves, unfortunately, I think because it squares Saturn, and it indeed is involved with being opposite Mars and the Sun. It's still happening. It's time for communication. Now we look at Mercury. Mercury gone retrograde. Pardon me while I create a scene. Mercury is sticking out for some reason. You know, it's in Sagittarius. It squares Neptune first, coming up here. Just, you know, for me, it's a big. My car is starting to blink out. The transmission is starting to slip something fierce. So I am in no mood to just throw like $1,000 into a new transmission. It's because why am I not in the mood of that? Well, you know, when we look at these things nowadays, some projects, well, in my life as the Aries and maybe Libra, I'm just wrapping up this whole a life that needs. It's just I need to end a certain life, and a new life needs to begin, and it might involve switching out cars, switching out properties, switching out people. The people thing is definitely has to happen. I don't even have any people, not really. I know I have Neptune opposing my Venus, and I'm not really a people person anyway. I'm a love person, and I'm looking for that. I'm open for it. I think that there's a magical thing that could happen. I think that I'm being distracted, and it's sad. I'm being distracted by people. It's really hard times, you know. It's hard to know what to do. It's, you know, I look at the astrology and I see how Jupiter is in Taurus and Uranus is in Taurus. And that it's well, it actually looks like an unpredictable time with our monies. It's a big concern about money with Jupiter and Taurus um, at the early degree. It's not conjunct Uranus anymore, but it was conjunct Uranus. See, and so when it finally does go back in conjunct Uranus, you know, we're gonna wait. It's like all year. It's gonna be kind of away from Uranus. Uranus moving back like by May. It's gonna trine my Venus again, and the fact is I'm open for a sudden, but you know, I'm looking for a long-term partnership. Really, I'm staying open for just saying it's never been about. See, this is the thing. It's never been about finding somebody. But the thing is, I think I'm making a mistake by that. Out of all the people are, see, I'm not a narcissist. I'm somebody who just I might be like the humanity thing that just what's the truth is that we do better with a partner, or when more hands are there and we're trying to work with something, it's easier. It's just we do better. You know, we need each other. That's where I'm at with the fucking shit going on my neighborhood, my neighborhood with the asphalt and stuff. It's like, you know what? We don't need that. We don't need them. Those people don't even think they need a healthy environment, and I am just puzzled. It's like, well, okay, I need to get out of here and move into the community where they're all conscious, and it looks like they're more conscious down in Hemet, California. That fucking place is a social experiment where the human ecology there, whew, it is grotesque, morbid situation with the people's bodies and the condition of living also. You know, I'm looking at a lot. I mean, like, if there's a lot of other places that are like Hemet anywhere around the world or even in the United States, there should be a program where they evacuate those people, burn it out, burn it to the ground, clean it up, somehow reestablish a life there. The people, I'm sorry, God, this is a terrible fucking video. I actually pressed record, didn't know what I was going to be talking about, babes. But see, that's what we do is we kind of channel, and it's like talking about the extremes. You know, it's like, well, I'm looking at this. It's this is so weird. This life is so strange, isn't it? And I'm sitting here alone, and something is telling me, Shauna, it's almost too late to get the value, money-wise, out of your land because they changed that. Okay, so the housing, are you charging? Is the marketing based in putting a value on housing or on land? Where I live, it's land. It's always been land. But now that things are gridded up, and it's gridded up here. They built the last house on my road not too many years ago. It's not really a permanent residential area. It's weird. It's like hovering between tourism because the Airbnb has turned it into like right down your neighborhood. You can have 5 other houses that are basically like in an amusement park, and they want that more out of the rural areas as well as people. See, what would happen is in my world there would be people that are geared to live up here. They know how to live up here. They are conscientious of keeping it a sanctuary to where the tourism could work for these people. But balance, 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 balance. Balance is needed through communications, simply like what I'm doing here. Like what I try to do, and I'm going to continue to do. I'm going to remind this fucking half-baked, blithering idiot that I smell that fucking asphalt every day. It's a non-conscientious act what he did. Despicable as far as if we lived on the same land and you knew it. We do. We live on the same land. I don't care how many fences you put up and how many fucking pairs of earphones you put on. We all live on the same land here. And you should have a sense of profound responsibility to keep it clean and enjoy your land. Enjoy it. The fresh air that we had up here. When I say had, babes, I'm a super sensitive, and that fucking asphalt, it's extra fucked. It's extra fucked. But I've been speaking out against it, and I'm going to continue to remind these people after, well, the first time it's unfounded by the officials. It's because it's too big of a fucking deal. They need to continue on with their job here, and I have to continue on with what I need to do to get that to go. I happen to think that because nobody else knows what to do or how to do anything, I'm going to continue to try to just rattle their cage through officials. I'm not going to be able to change the fact that they've created a condition out of their land. You can see it's right on the corner there. It's like, and I go down to Hemet, and it's like, you know what? Hemet is looking more conscientious than these people. And I wonder, like, where these people come from. They look a little bit like I'm sorry, vaccines and stuff attacks the way that we're being formed, our geometry, inner and outer, and it's not well known. I mean, it is a thing that they say, well, they're creating a morbid society. I mean, come on, it's obvious. You look at the fucking advertisements now, you wonder where are healthy people, and you're supposed to believe everybody's feeling good. Everybody's feeling good, and they're all big fucking health problems right in front of you. Sorry. Pardon me, babes. And the air is just like buzzing with this amazing. I think it's Elon Musk or the EMF waves. I don't know. I feel it. If it's just Mars in the air with Saturn connection, the opposition that's happening. I did pretty good with it, but no, I mean, I'm noticing. I'm looking at it like, oh no, I can't really drive around that much. I have just essential work I need to do with that. I mean, I don't know how I've been making it up. I mean, it's getting worse and worse, my transmission in my car. And, I would love to be able to, I can now, and I need to find a mechanic who can replace the transmission. See, that car is like, what is it, nearing 20 years old? Yes, because I got it, it's a 2006, and I got it in 2000, it sat for a while, and I got it in 2009. And it's 2023, do the math, it's almost 20 years that I've had that car. Transmission, it just needs to be switched out. See, I only have 150,000 miles on it. Those things can be taken up to easily 300,000 miles, but you change the things in it, and I think the transmission is one of them. I changed the big timing belt. Sorry about talking about my myopic world, but look, see, with the timing belt thing, that's another 150,000 miles right there. You're doing things that will help the inner core of it last, and so transmission. See, this month, babes, coming December, I'm noticing the aspects. To me, I was trying to tell you about how that you really need to find out where your planets are to find out how all of this, when you get on an astrologer's channel, especially like me, is so accurate and to the concise. I mean, I have it right for a few months, actually wrong, because Neptune's opposed my Venus. Pretty much all of reality for me is wrong right now. I mean, I'm looking at it through rose-colored glasses, and it's like, no, if we really look at what's happening, Shana, you need to get your own life, and it's come. It has come. You are fresh and ready and new. But did you notice that you have narcissists everywhere? Really, to me, it's like, oh God, I have to rise above the entire population. How do I do that? Well, I already have. To me, I already have. It's just that I don't have the funds to start making it like, say, a better place. I have some electrical problems in my house. All these fucking things I'm talking about, it's like, the truth is, I think I can get help, because I don't really reach out for help. Like, what I mean is, isn't there a grant fund system, like a fund for people who have a home, they want to upgrade their bathroom, which that's what I need to do that in the upstairs, just slap some synthetic material, I don't know, but really, it won't take much, I don't think so. I think that there's a place where it's just, the scraps are being thrown out, that's what my great-grandpa did, was he built it nice, using scraps. Anyway, people throwing things out, all the time, that there's got to be a salvage yard, especially over the internet. 20 years, of course. See, I'm not hooked up into that. It takes time to figure it out, Well, Shauna, what are you going to do here? Are you going to remain fucking numb and dumb? God. What are you fucking brain damage complaining about shit? Can get brain damage like that. Neptune opposed Venus. Sopping goddamned. Since Neptune has been 1 degree against opposed my Venus again. I notice how fire is behaving. It's because I'm fire ruled, and then Neptune is like, and I have a lot of Venus too, rulership. See, I'm just talking personally, babes. My this month, I have Venus squaring my moon right when Mercury is going to be going retrograde right on my Mars. At 369, it's at 8 degrees here, close enough, and then it goes backwards. It kind of just grinds against in Capricorn. Are you ready for some funny-ass fucking videos to come up? I'm already feeling it. Cussing and just to the point makes me laugh like hell. I'm like lullaby to sleep when I listen to some of my videos. I'm like, and I feel so fucking strange making them, and I think, no way. And then I listen to it. I'm like, this is so funny. I just start laughing. I hope you do too. Get ready. When Venus squares my moon, It's in Scorpio, which is like a little domestic. I'm already getting into it. It's a little domestic discomfort. I'm like, yeah, no, I really could use my bathroom, and I know I can do it. What's wrong, shana? Why are you complaining? It's like you're fucking strung up in the fucking, and you're like, I can't move. The hangman fucking card. And yes, give me a break. I am feeling some shit going on, compounding. It's not just me here. Well, I think I'll decide to fiddle fuck with some obvious shit. No. Try being connected with humanity and trying to figure out if any of this is worth a shit. How much time do we have here and what the fuck is it worth? Hi, Jesus. Was that your question? I mean, boy, you sure did wrap that up quick. 33 years old? Well, shite. Me? I just think that they're prolonging people more. Like, let's just see how long they last before they figure it out and make that sacrifice so that they want something else to live. It seems like they want something to actually live. Oh, boy!